Good morning. Got a little later start today, a nice breakfast. Later start because this is a short day. It's about 8 miles, maybe 10 miles, depending if I take an alternate route. But today's the day we go into Spain, so I'm excited about that. We'll take a water taxi across the Minho River, and which will be an adventure in and of itself. And so this is going to be a fun day. I'm going to be walking along the water most of the day today, and I find it interesting. This is a rocky part right here, but on the grassier parts, they know that people want to sit and watch the water. And so rather than just putting a bench there, they'll put 5 benches. Or a swing, they'll put 3 swings, which just makes perfect sense to me. The little church that you see behind me, there was, it doesn't have anything inside, no pews or anything, but the man, I guess he's the caretaker, came out the front and he's saying, hello, you stamp? And so very often at the churches like this, they will have a special stamp for your credential. So I'm trying to navigate my camera and the credential, but just wanted you to see, whoop, this is how it's coming along. So this is as good a place as any to say thank you to a number of people. Thank you to Bob and Tracy, not related, Bob from church and Tracy from my networking group, for sending me the special verses for me to meditate on. You're, I'm sure, not aware of how solid that helps my morning become. So thank you to both of you. The trip is a total of 35 days. This is day 24, so I have 11 days left. One of those is a rest day. One of those is travel. 2 of those are travel days, one to fly back home and one to get back to Lisbon. So 11 minus 3, I've got 8 more days of walking. So, you really have been persistent in following along on these days. And I'm sorry that sometimes the videos get a little long, but thank you so much for watching. It means a great deal to me. Anyway, the water is on the other side of those trees. We've got a railroad track right here that we are on the other side of, and it's a straight shot to our water taxi, which is going to be fun, as I said. So while we're just walking on this straight shot, I thought I'd answer a question about how my feet are doing. You can fast forward over this if you're not too interested. Actually, my feet are doing great. And I have a routine for taking care of them. I haven't had any issues except for the second day I was walking across a bridge over a 4-lane highway. The bridge itself was not huge, but and it was a modern bridge, and it had some bolts sticking out of it, and I stubbed my toe on one of those bolts, and it was fine. I knew I hadn't broken my toe or anything like that, and I could feel it in my shoes for the next couple of days. But that's really been the only incident that I've had. This next segment is brought to you by Vicks Vapor Rub. And what I do is, on my clean feet, I slather Vicks Vapor Rub on my toes, in between my toes, on my heels. But the whole purpose of that is to just keep things mobile. And then I put on toe socks over my toes, so each individual toe is separated from the other, and that's really the key, I think, because it's when your toes are together and rubbing that's what causes blisters. And then on top of the toe socks, I put hiking socks, so there's lots of cushion there, merino wool socks. And then my shoes are half a size larger than they normally would be because your feet swell during the day. And my feet get tired. Lots of people will say, oh, every time you stop, you should take off your shoes and your socks and let your toes breathe. I've never done any of that. At lunchtime, if it's really hot, I will I'll take off my hiking socks, leave my toe socks on, and put my hiking sandals on, let my feet breathe that way. Or lots of times lately, I've just been loosening my shoes at lunchtime and certainly not taking off my shoes and socks if I'm around other people. So, you're not going to see my feet until the last day because I am getting a tattoo on the last day. And so when I have my rest day in Bayona, which is coming up in a couple of days, I will get a pedicure just to polish up my nails, and then I'll show you my tattoo in Santiago. This is almost where I turn to get my water taxi, but I see some chairs over there for a cafe, and I think it's 2 hours in. I think I will get myself a café con leche for the next couple of hours. Now this is the way to spend a morning coffee break. Sometimes you don't go across the highway, you go under the highway. Little tunnels like this. Vicky.
Buenos dias.
And Patty.
Yes.
And
Barbara.
We've had
Carol from California.
And Carol from California. We've had a chance to walk through this beautiful forest, and we are in Spain, and the signs now will be looking like that. And we're just headed to our first stop in Spain. Buen camino.
Buen camino.
I've reached my destination. My hotel is just down this street. I just had tostada at the cafe over here, and which was basically toast with some tomato sauce on it. And it's the end of a delightful day. At the beginning of the day, as you saw, we were all along the water, and I thought I was going to actually speak with more locals than pilgrims, because I was kissing babies and saying hi to dogs all morning. But then in the afternoon, there were some lovely interactions with pilgrims. Allison at breakfast, and then the three lovely ladies as we walked through the forest and got into Spain. So, perfect day. Tomorrow is also a very short day to Oia, O-I-A. And so I plan to take it easy in the morning, and I will look forward to talking with you tomorrow. Here are a few pictures of things that I enjoyed today. Have a great day.